Trainers, welcome to another video. Today, we're going to be taking a look at the Evolution Cup is about to begin, so we're going to run a couple practice battles with some of our friends to see what kind of Pokemon might perform well. Getting right into the first battle, we're going to run Dragonair, and we have a mirror matchup, Dragonair versus Dragonair. So we were going to want to test CMP here. However, he switches out to Celio, Celio being a hard counter to the Dragonair. So we're going to go right into Vigoroth, but we're thinking there might be another Ice type or another Dragon counter in the back. I don't believe there's really any Steel types in this meta, so we're going to probably assume that there's another Ice type in the back, or at least something else with a good matchup against the Dragonair. So we're farming up quite a bit. We do want to get out of this matchup with energy, so we have the Body Slam ready, and in comes a Shadow Golbat. So we're going to start throwing the Body Slam since this will add up. The counters don't do damage, but he leaves that unshielded Rock Slide, could have 1 HKO just about there. However, Body Slam's adding up since we have a lot of energy. We're going to get the shield anyway. So now we have 2 shields here on our side versus 1 shield, and we know his whole line, so we're going to let this go. Poison Fang coming through. Deciding, do we want Dragonair or our own Golbat? Waiting out the timer, coming in Dragonair to soak up some energy. Our Golbat with the Poison Jab debuffs, taking that energy on the Dragonair. We're going to be able to farm down here, spend a shield just in case it's Shadow Ball. Now ours is not Shadow, so his is dealing more damage but taking more damage. And right now what we need to do is really just Poison Fang down. Since we get all the farm for 2 Poison Fangs here, this is going to get the debuff on the first one, and the second one coming right through. This is just gonna about kill, I believe. And 1 more HP, double debuff, it goes down. So it's 1 win, game 1. Going right into game 2, a new line of Pokemon. We're gonna go Haunter and Double Electric in the back. Haunter and Chargebug having slightly better matchups against the Vigoroth than the Alolan Graveler. We run into Dragonair again. Throwing the Aqua Tail, we are farming up here. We want to get to 2 so we can start pressuring. We're going to throw the first one. Now, this could be Shadow Ball. We are running Sludge Bomb. Either one would be fine. Probably Shadow Ball could be a little bit better in this meta. But throwing that Shadow Punch again and getting the shield. So we have the shield, we get our 1, we get 2 Volt Switches in. That second Volt Switch will kill as soon as this Body Slam goes through. And that's going to give us an energy lead. And there's a Golbat. So what could be in the back that doesn't want to fight Chargebug over the Golbat? So in order to find out, we're going to switch and see what comes in. We are again running that ABB Double Electric. Golbat throws a move just in case it's Shadow Ball we're shielding, but it's a Chargebug in the back. A little curious as to how the Golbat wanted to fight Chargebug instead of the mirror matchup. Sounds a little bit safer, but Chargebug getting this move off. X-Scissor does a good chunk of damage. Graveler not known to be chunky, but the Volt Switch kills, and we get our Rock Blast here to take out the Golbat for game number 2. Game number 3, new line again. We're going to lead Primeape and into Chargebug. Now this is not really great for any of our Pokemon. Everybody here doesn't want to see Primeape. We're starting to realize how condensed of a meta this is. By the time we reach our 3rd set of entirely new Pokemon, we're kind of running out of things to play. Chargebug throws the X-Scissor. We are going to shield. We got our first charge move off. We want to throw the next one. It would be great to get a Night Slash boost here, but we don't get many boosts on this channel, so it does not boost 2 in a row. Letting the move go through here. X-Scissor actually doesn't do nearly as much damage as I thought, with Primeape not really known to take moves. Coming in Zweilous here. Now, we have, again, a Ice type in the back, Ice Water type, hoping there's a Dragon. We have to let this go. I guess we don't have to, but we're letting it go because we do want to keep a shield advantage for the Celio, because that is a charge move based Pokemon. However, Vigoroth comes in, and between a Vigoroth and a Chargebug, this team, this specific line, there's not much we can do. So we're going to let the Rock Slide go and just let him counter down. And he pulls out another Electric type, double Electric type into Celio. GG's, trainer. Dragonair into Togetic. Now, this Togetic, actually, later on I found out this is not the correct move. I think this move was left over from a possibly Flying Cup with that, it looks like Electric type hidden power. Hitting us not very effective, so assume that most Togetics will be running Fairy Wind, that upgraded buffed move there. We're going to switch here. It does hit us with Ancient Power, does a lot of damage, but comes in Primeape. Primeape being the answer here, so possibly still could be a Vigoroth in the back, but this fighter is where we would like to get Haunter locked onto. Now we have all this energy still, so we are going to shield just in case that Night Slash ends up doing just enough damage. But we're going to get this discharge off, and it lands, and we have a decision to make. We decide not to shield. That Volt Switch probably would have just about KO'd there, but we want this energy on either one of our Pokemon here. Haunter coming in, Haunter being the charge move based Pokemon. I mean, Shadow Claws add up, but Haunter, what it really wants to do is get this energy off, so we come in with Haunter, and he switches to Togetic. Luckily, we are just throwing the Shadow Punch, and it will KO, so we get to our next one here. Now, when Dragonair switched out, I don't believe it had energy left over. We try to switch, and it doesn't end up going through because the CMP tie there, but we are going to, and we think for a second that possibly we could get to another Shadow Punch, so we stay in just a little too long, but we do switch out. We had a tiny bit of residual energy left over, just enough for Dragonair to get to Poison Fang, or sorry, Body Slam. Poison Fang is Golbat's move. Getting to the Body Slam here, and boom, taking another win there. Next game, we're going to start reusing some Pokemon here. We're going to go Golbat and keeping the Alolan Graveler again, but we're also going to go Piloswine this time. So we are going ABB weak to Vigoroth, so we're going to switch right here, catch the Body Slam, and see what fighting type comes out. And it's Primeape instead of Vigoroth, so again, we're going straight Stone Edge. It's the hardest hitting move we have. And we grab the shield, so we have a shield advantage, and we have Golbat and Piloswine in the back. Now, he led Zweilous, so Piloswine is going to be really good if we can get it realigned with the Zweilous there. Shielding because we don't want to lose switch advantage with Golbat into Primeape here. We need to win this matchup, so Piloswine has somewhere to go. And luckily, we get the farm down before the next Night Slash or Punch comes through. Chansey shows up. Now, Chansey, you're going to see how much damage Chansey doesn't take in this matchup. This matchup does go on for a little bit too long, but Chansey's dealing, I believe that's Zen Headbutt. It's dealing super effective damage, and it looks like it's taking less than a resisted move. So this is going to go on for quite some time. Chansey finally throwing Psychic, but entirely undercharges, and even that super effective damage did so little there. Zweilous coming back in, but the instant swap into Piloswine. So still having the Golbat in the back will be crucial here, because you saw that Chansey taking 0 damage from anything. We get the kill, Chansey keeping that shield, knowing how bulky this Pokemon is, and if it can just slowly bulk through and get to a Psychic. That Avalanche did absolutely nothing. We get to another Avalanche here. Now, Chansey, it takes a long time for it to get to a move. I believe it's in Headbutt, could be Pound, but we get a switch just in time. Psychic goes off, kills the Golbat, and again, Chansey taking so long to get to a move, it's not going to get to another one here. So we get the Avalanche, and this will just about kill, and right before, I'm actually not sure what Chansey counts are, but I assume the next Psychic was just around the corner. Dragonair lead into Charjabug. Not good, not bad. Charjabug being able to neutrally tank its way through, generally through this matchup, but switches out as the Volt Switches do no damage, so we get to counter swap with our Flying type here. Flying Poison type on the Golbat, double resisting those counters. Does take super effective damage from Ice Punch, but we can take one, and we get a shield actually for our Poison Fang. So we're going to match shields here, I believe. Matching the shields because we do want to farm down and come out with energy, so we can start debuffing or threatening with Shadow Ball against something like this Charjabug. This time, since I believe almost every other matchup, we've been going Poison Fang, so we're going straight for the Shadow Ball there. And right before getting farmed down, we get to one more Poison Fang. And that's a good chunk of damage, actually, right there. Switching into, I believe, the Hakamo'o. Now, this is a Pokemon I don't have, but I would expect to see a little bit of in the Evolution Cup. I do think Dragonair is generally better. You can see that because of the 1-turn versus 3-turn move, we're able to, as they say, snipe into just getting it down right before we end up going down to the fast move damage there. But that is another win. GG's Trainer. Thank you all for watching. Hopefully this shows some possible lines and possible Pokemon that you could run into coming up in the Evolution Cup. It does feel like a bit of a condensed meta. I feel like most of the time you're going to run into a lot of Dragonair, Vigoroth, and Golbat. However, again, we've seen a couple other Pokemon like Charjabug, even Haunter put in a little bit of work, and those ice types to come and counter the Dragonair and the Flyers, mostly that and Golbat. So if you enjoyed these battles, don't forget to drop a like and let us know what Pokemon you're excited to use up next in the Evolution Cup.